question I get asked a lot is, should I stage my house? Do I think it's worth the investment to stage your house? Or do I think staging is worth the money? Well, in 2015, National Association of Realtors put out a study regarding staging. They interviewed over 2,000 agents, and their findings will definitely answer that question. The first question they asked these folks was, does staged homes affect a buyer's view of the house? And what they mean is it positively influencing the view of the property in a buyer's eyes? 49%, or approximately half of the agents, said yes. And the other half of the agents, 47%, said yes for some buyers. So half the agents think it definitely influences their buyers, and the other half think it influences some of their buyers. The next question these folks were asked were, what are the most likely impact a staged house has on your showings? 81%, or 4 out of 5 of the buyers, are able to visualize the house as theirs. 47%, or approximately half the agents, said that a staged house gets more showings if the photos are staged online. Obviously, we want to stage the house for the showings. However, you also want to stage for the photos. 45% of the agents said it positively impacted the value of the house, meaning half of these agents think that the house sold for more money because it was staged. 28% of the agents, or 1 out of 4, said the staged house allowed for buyers to overlook other faults within the property. If the property wasn't exactly what they were looking for, 1 out of 4 folks overlooked that because it was set up the way they can envision their own stuff being in there. So what are the most important rooms to stage? According to the study of over 2,000 agents, number 1 is the living room. To me, that makes sense because that's typically where the front door is near, or you go into the living room first, and that's your first impression. The second most important room was the kitchen, and that also makes sense because that's the most expensive room to remodel, as well as the room where we spend the most time during the day. Followed by the master bedroom, dining room, bathroom, children's rooms, and guest bedrooms. Some other interesting findings that came out of this study were that the mean dollar value spent on staging was $675, meaning folks spent $675 fixing up their place. It shouldn't say fixing up, but making their house showroom ready. That could be buying matching towels for the bathroom, towels for the kitchen, some new placemats, new welcome mat for the front door, that sort of thing. 32% of 2,000 agents said that the staged house increased the sales price by 1 to 5%. Another 32% of buyers agents said that the staged house increased the value by 6 to 10%. That's approximately 2/3 of the agents saying that a staged house sold for 1 to 10% more money because it was staged. That completely offsets the $675 in most cases. Actually gives you a good return on that investment. On the flip side of that, 34% of sellers agents say they staged their homes, all of their listings. That means approximately 1/3 of all listings are guaranteed to be staged, with the other 2/3, some staged, some not staged, which means the majority of the houses are not staged. Staging definitely puts your house at an advantage, resulting in increased price, increased showings. So to answer your question, should I stage my house? Is it worth it? A big fat yes.